Hi. Um, so I have another topic that I want to talk to you about. But before that, I thought I would just introduce myself. I am Nikita. I am a psychologist and I am a mental health coach. I have been coaching for the past, as my business for the past 6-ish years, and I have been a therapist for over 10 years. Um, I have been working, so my area of expertise, if I can call it that, has always been about self concept. To be able to reconnect with yourself, to be able to become more aware about who you are, what are your strengths, how and what makes you unique. I've always been interested in helping women become a little more connected to themselves, and that's the kind of work that I do. Even my coaching program is centered around helping you increase your self concept so that you can take better decisions in your life, you can attract the things that you really feel drawn to, and you don't have to ever apologize for being yourself. I work with creatives, I work with highly sensitive people, and I work with introverts. Well, I'm a little biased here because I am highly sensitive as a person and I am an introvert, and I have seen the kind of challenges that as an introvert I have faced also, along with being highly sensitive. The kind of challenges with emotions that I face on a daily basis. And I wanted to work with highly sensitive people because I feel like somewhere there's a little bit of confusion, there's always a little bit of, that feeling of you want to feel safe when you connect with somebody, even with yourself, and you want to feel seen and heard in the most safest way. And I wanted to offer that to anybody who is not feeling like that. So that is basically what I do, and I create these really small videos as a way to just share my thoughts. I don't expect you to follow them, and I don't expect you to relate with them. These videos are also not properly done. Like they're not like immaculately done in that manner. It's just something that comes to my mind and I feel like sharing. It's something that I would probably have a conversation with my client maybe, and most of what I even speak in these videos, I speak to you actually. These are conversations I've probably had with clients, and I just want to like talk to you about it in case you have something going on in your mind which is very similar to this, similar confusion maybe. So that's why you will always find some error. You will find a lot of ers and thers. You will probably find me mispronouncing something. So you will definitely find all that. Today I wanted to actually talk about something that a client told me. She was like, in the field of creativity, or in just about anything that you do, when you are working on your self concept, I think this is something that we all deal with. The whole insecurity of it all. When you look at somebody else and when you feel like they have everything put together, they have like the best life that they're living, or perhaps when you look at somebody else and you feel like, hey, you know what, that's how I want to be. Maybe there's a quality in them that you really like, or the quality in them that you really want, but it's not, you don't have that right now. You're working towards that, or probably it never occurred to you that this is something that you would want. Maybe you have that too, but it's not really surfaced. So when we experience that kind of insecurity, it really puts us down. Like, I have been through that. It really puts us down. It makes us feel less than. It kind of puts us in a really bad place. And it can take a while for us to get back and feel normalish, feel okay and confident in our own skin. And I've always felt like, okay, you know what, this happens. And this is definitely a sign that, there's a reason why I'm feeling so bad about this person's quality. So what can I do about it? what I have felt and what I suggested even my client to do was, when you look at somebody's quality that is making you feel insecure, instead of feeling bad about it, why not just appreciate that person? Why not just look at that particular quality and be like, hey, you know what, this is an amazing quality. I want to see where this quality can be of any help in my life. It's not about whether I already have it or no, it's not about how good I am at that, but it's something that I would like to adopt. Is that a mindset that I can take? Is that a mindset that will help me? And I have seen that, instead of feeling insecure and instead of comparing and, instead of going in that competing mode, when you kind of do something like this, you are definitely acknowledging somebody else's quality by saying that, hey, you know what, I really admire. You don't have to go and tell that person, but at least, you can like kind of acknowledge it and feel a bit more relaxed, that it's not about you comparing yourself to that person, or that person does not automatically become the bad person or the enemy. It's just that you are acknowledging that person and saying, hey, you know what, I really like this and I want to see if I can adopt that in my life. There's a reason why I am drawn to this particular quality, so I'd like to know more about it. And there have been times where, I've had these kind of sessions with my clients. I've done that even with myself. And I have seen how when I have started appreciating them, I have stopped feeling insecure, because then I'm like, okay, they have something that I like. Maybe I have something that somebody else likes. So it's usually a circle, if I'm not wrong. And I think, obviously, there are a lot of other reasons why we need to really start talking about insecurity. Limiting beliefs, our conditioning, experiences, our inner critic. There's so much that we need to really talk about. But I think in that moment, in that instant moment, to kind of just calm ourselves down, somewhere we can do this. I feel like somewhere, we can kind of say, okay, I'm feeling maybe jealous, or if I'm feeling insecure, I'm not liking that this person has this that I want, or I'm not feeling comfortable about the fact that this person is that way. Like maybe you meet somebody who's super confident and you want to feel that way, but you don't feel that way, you're not practicing it, and you feel like, I don't have that, I'm not like that, but I really like what she has. So instead of feeling insecure, can I just be like, hey, you know what? How can I be more of that? Do I really want to be more of that? Firstly, you check in with yourself. And then if you really want to be more of that, you just ask yourself, hey, you know what? How can I do that? Like, where in my life can that really fit? If let's say, I remember I was at a coffee shop and I saw this girl who was very confident in what she was wearing, and I wanted to wear something like that. But I don't know, something really stopped me. Obviously, one of my limiting beliefs came up and they stopped me, and it was like my inner critic kept saying, really, you? And I just didn't wear it. But then I saw this girl and she was so confident, and she was like, like I, she was just extremely confident, very comfortable, and I kind of instantly felt jealous, and I was like, what the hell, obviously that just came up, and after that, I, instead of feeling jealous about it, and instead of kind of trying to feel insecure, I kind of just stopped and looked at her. I admired her, and I was like, hey, you know what, this is really great. I really like her confidence. She was not like superbly decked up, but she was extremely confident in her skin. And I really liked that. And I really wish I could have, like stopped her and complimented her for it. But I really took that as a lesson for me, that instead of feeling insecure like this, I can definitely hold and I can be like, hey, I really like that. I want to adopt that for myself. How can I do that? And that honestly really, really will help moving forward, I feel. So, I feel like, there are these very small moments in our life wherein we don't really stop and we don't really question ourselves, and we just allow our emotions, because it's a conditioning, so we allow those emotions to just go and flow, and it usually does not really work that way. So because self-concept is something that I work with, insecurity is always around. Like it's there. You can't really, throw it away and be like, hey, I don't get insecure. Yes, you do. And it's okay to admit it. It's okay to say that, hey, you know what? I am feeling insecure about this. What can I do? Like, why am I feeling insecure in the first place? And secondly, how can I bring something that I really like, something that I'm really inspired by? How can I stop feeling insecure, and how can I feel more inspired by this? And I would like to just put in a little bit of a plug in here that I do have a journal called Inspire Yourself, which I have gifted to a lot of people also. And it's a journal I highly recommend, because it kind of will help you question things about your, about creativity, about life. And I feel like it's a journal that can really help you show up more and more and motivate yourself in a way. So if you're interested, I will link that in the caption, and you can check it up on my website. It's available. So yeah, it's a very small tip, but I would really like to invite you to try it. Like, next time you feel insecure about something, next time you feel like, hey, you know what, there's something about this that I like, but I'm also feeling jealous. I'm also feeling insecure. I'm feeling like, okay, you know what, why her, why not me? Or why them, why not me? I think take a moment to just be like, hey, I really like that. How can I adapt that in my life? How can I bring that in my life so that I can also experience something that I truly want to experience? So I feel this shift in mindset can really help you, can really make you feel like, okay, I have something that I need to work on. This will be like an add-on for me. This is a new awareness for me. I didn't even know that I was feeling this way. There have been so many times where I've just felt insecure, only to realize later that, hey, you know what? I didn't even know that this is something that I wanted, or this is something that I was looking for. And it's a nice addition to have, to be a little more aware about what more can you add to yourself, another layer to yourself. And yeah, it's something that has always helped me. And I feel like, maybe, even though insecurity happens and it comes, we don't really have to live with it. We can kind of understand it. So that's what I wanted to talk about. And yeah, that's it. It's a very small tip, but I hope it helps you. I hope the next time you feel insecure, you try this. It's kind of like an instant relief. Try it and see how it makes you feel. Do let me know what you think, and if this helps you in some way or the other. I would really like to know. You know the drill. DM me or write to me, whatever works for you. Comment if you feel comfortable with that. And thank you so much for watching. Sorry about the disturbances, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks.